Hello everybody and welcome to ReZero Director's Cut Episode 2 Anime Review. This episode wrapped up Arc 1, basically, which I think is what everyone predicted it was going to do, but that's what it did. I saw a couple people, not really on my videos, but on other videos, basically saying, everything seems the same, what's going on? The new content I'm going to guess will be later on. In Arc 3 I imagine there'll be quite a bit, or I don't know, a decent amount. Because what was I going to say? I've forgotten. Basically because light novel things, but Arc 1 is 1 book, Arc 2 is 2 books, and Arc 3 is 6 books. And they didn't have enough. They had what, like 14 episodes, as opposed to the 11 for the first two. So 11, they did 3 in 11, and then 6 in 14. I think is what it was. So I presume Arc 3 is where a lot of the stuff getting cut happened. So that's where stuff will get put in. And light novel readers know. You know what they're going to add in. Can't wait for that. And you know what I'm talking about. But no, anyway. There's also, but I've just remembered this, there's a article on, I think it was on my anime list. It was like all the differences between original and the director's cut. So check that out. The first episode was basically just, this shot lasted a little bit longer. You know, it was very minor things. And I think there's going to be a lot of that for the foreseeable future, for a couple weeks at least. But anyway, yeah, let's jump into the episode. As with last week, I'll try and go through the events as quickly as possible because it's an old anime basically. But it's nice to rewatch it. It is nice to rewatch it. We pick up where we left off at the end of last week's episode. Not Satella. I don't know what her name is. I don't know. We'll never find out till the end. She's mad at old Subaru. Belt steals the insignia, which, and then she's like mad at Subaru again because she's like, you set me up. And he's like, I didn't do anything, man. And then he runs into those thugs away again after giving chase. And then he just gets stabbed because he decides to mouth off to the thugs, although they act like they didn't mean to do it. Also, the guy's like, he just walked into my knife, but it's like in his back. How did he walk into your knife from the front, but it ended up in his back? That's not how physics work. Thug number 1, is he the leader? He looked like the leader. Thug number 1, chain thug. But no, then as he's dying, he's like, my bloody crisps are back. How did that? I thought old man Ron ate them. And then he revives at the Apple store, and he figures out, hey, I can return by death. And then there's this concerned shopkeeper who just keeps looking at him like, kid, go away. You're ruining my business. Go. But yeah, then after that he's like, well, that means I don't have to help Amelia. I said it again. Not Satella, but whoever she is. It's this episode, I can say it now. And he's like, yeah, I shouldn't get involved with her. But then after that he's decided like, oh, I can't just let her die. That's not how his cadence, but that's the cadence I'm giving him. Finds the original shopkeeper and basically says, hey, has there been any stealing going on? He's like, yeah, Felt stole a thing. Because he didn't see it in this timeline. Yes, that's right. And then learns that Amelia, not Satella, still helped his kid in this timeline as well. It's like, you're the same in every world. Good old not Satella. And then he is having a bit of monologue about her being not Satella, and then he runs into those thugs again, and he learnt his lesson. He shouts for the guards. No one shows up at first. Then a red-haired stranger shows up. His name is Reinhard von Astria. I believe he's the Sword Saint. They say Master Swordsman. I think he's meant to be the Sword Saint. I think that's a subtitle issue. Big sit. That is not, in which case I'm sorry. But no, yeah. Then they run away from him because he's a big deal. They're friends now. The thumbs up. He's off duty, so he can do whatever he wants. Subaru first asks him to come to the loot house with him before being like, no, actually, I got this on my own. And I'm like, Subaru, take him with you. Like, this isn't... Imagine all the trouble you could have avoided if he was with you. He could have dealt with her when he ran into her, before he even met up with Felt. Come on, Subaru, show some brains. But then after that, he's like, give not Satella a message, basically tell her, don't go to the loot house. Don't go there. It's dangerous. And then he heads out to the loot house where he knows it's dangerous. I guess he doesn't. He's trying to avoid going to the loot house. He's trying to... What's that meme where it's like, working out, and it's like video games. You know the one I mean? Like on the Twitter machine. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Subaru's looking around for Felt's house, which he meets that guy who calls him bro again, and they're like, yeah, bro, 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 bro. But yeah, and then he runs into Elsa, literally, and I feel like if you ran into her, you wouldn't bounce off, you'd get engulfed, because her outfit is not an outfit. She smells his fear, so you know, Subaru, you stink. Then after that, he goes to Felt's house. They have a brief altercation. She says like, "Yes, I'll see you later" or something. He runs into Felt's house. It's a shack basically. That's being kind. It doesn't have a front door or a left wall. It's open air. Which what do you do if it rains, Felt? That must be annoying. Yeah, she catches him looking in her house and then attacks him because you don't know what she's hidden in there. She could have left her underwear out. Who knows? After a while, Subaru calms her down after she drops her own house on him. Like, where were you expecting to live after this, Felt? You just demolished your own house. I know you could say Subaru fell in it, but she pushed him into it, basically. He calms her down. Hey, I want to buy the thing. Here's my phone. They go to the loot house because Felt's not an idiot, which, you know, fair enough. He's obviously nervous. Felt, this is on the way. He's nervous, and Felt is basically says about how much better she is than everyone else here because she's actually working to get out of there and everything, which fair enough. And then Subaru starts petting her on the head like a dog, and then she bites him because he does it for a long time because he's just internal monologuing about how she's a good kid because she's trying to help old man Rom as well. They get old man Rom to appraise it. He basically says the same thing. Subaru, too much of a hurry, which is suspicious because like, why are you trying to get out of it? And he's being very nervous and suspicious, and basically tells her, I'm going to return it to the owner. And then she's like, I don't believe you, and obviously that is what he's going to do. Knock on the door. Subaru's like, we will be killed, don't open that. And then they open it, and who is it? It's not Satella. She's like, I wouldn't kill you, that's a bit harsh. I would just like cut off your limbs and feed them to my pet cat. That's exactly what she'd do. Subaru takes a minute to realise that she would have got to the place way earlier in the first timeline if he hadn't been with her, which, you know, makes him a bit sad. In fact, the problem could have been avoided entirely if he wasn't there. We don't know that for sure, but we don't know that for not sure. So, yeah. Subaru, you didn't do too well. Also, then she makes some ice crystals to threaten them, and Subaru's trying to calm everyone. Like, let's just be calm, everyone. Let's not kill each other. I like all of you now. And then Subaru out of the corner is like, oh crap, that's a thing. Puck, shield, and Puck does shields. Emilia, not Satella from Elsa. And then she's like, I'm going to kill all of you now because she's here. So you're all dead. Which, you know, she would have killed everyone anyway because Felt and Old Man Rom were dead. Or at very least Old Man Rom. Did we see Felt's body at the beginning? Don't think we do. Don't remember. Subaru stands up for Felt, like, you can't bully this little kid, how dare you? But what he was actually doing was he was buying time for the Puck to, I guess, use his special move, and which he does. It's a giant O. Oh no, it's a giant O. This is just a regular fight. Just fighting, we get a bit of that. It's good. It's getting late, so he's going to go to sleep soon. Elsa dodges the final attack by ripping the sole of her foot off, which a bit grim. A bit grim, man. I bet that didn't smell great. But no, then Thingy goes to sleep. Then not Satella fights Elsa for a bit. I'm so glad after this episode I never have to do the not Satella bit ever again, by the way. Maybe I should do it the whole season, just keep it up. I'm not going to do that. I barely kept it up for 2 episodes. Kept it up, sorry. There's a bit more fighting. Rom jumps in to help. Felt saves him by knocking a knife loose. Subaru saves Felt and she runs away. Subaru has the club and is protecting her. He's pretty good with it. He kicks a table up at one point. Subaru, a good martial artist. Forgot he was a martial arts man. Not Satella says basically, I won't use my special move, which will kill you as well. Which, you know, that's good. Do we see a special move? Don't think we do at any point. Subaru remembered why he's here. He's like, I'm here to get a happy ending. I'm like, Subaru, you poor boy. Knowing what you're in for, Subaru, you should have just stayed home. His leg got caught. He went for like a roundhouse kick. That's right. And he's about to get his leg, I guess, broken or cut off, or maybe some combination of, but maybe broken and then cut off. Would that stop your leg hurting, or would that hurt more? because the broken limb is gone, but it's also gone. Who knows? Reinhard shows up to save the day. How did he get there? Because he's a wizard. He knows exactly where trouble is and he will follow. Also, Subaru mentioned the loot house earlier. That probably was why he was in the area. Felt runs into Reinhard after she leaves, crying a lot. Please save my friends. I guess they're her friends. They've known her for all of about 5-10 minutes. That counts. You can be friends that quick. She's Elsa the Bow Hunter. She hunts bows, which is where your poop and wee is, I believe. So, don't want to know what she's been doing with that, honestly. Reinhard basically tells Subaru, I got this, dude. You just go over there, please. I don't need your help. And no, he doesn't. Old Man Rom survived. Didn't mention it. I think I mentioned that before. He survived. Amelia, not Satella, is doing some healing on him. And basically, yeah, Elsa is busting out all these moves on Reinhard, and Reinhard is one-hand swording, not even moving. Also, his proper sword, his OP sword, only comes out when it's needed, and it didn't come out. That's how strong he is. Is Reinhard one of the strongest characters in any isekai ever? I don't know. That's a hell of a broad statement. I have no idea. Like, if only there was some crossover where he proved he was really strong. It's a shame that doesn't exist. But no, he wrecks her. Amelia, not Satella, finishes her healing, which then allows Reinhard to go at full strength, which for some reason is a thing that he can't do when his spirit energy being used or something. I don't remember if they explained it. Then he basically Excaliburs, uses a big old sword explosion, blows up the house and everything. Everyone lived. Hooray! Happy ending. Felt came back, she just shows up. Elsa's still alive, she was hiding behind some debris, charges at Amelia, not Satella. I swear I'm not doing it on purpose. It probably sounds like I'm doing it on purpose. I'm really not. It just is like, I'm catching myself. I'm like, nope, that's not what I'm allowed to call her. Goes after her, but Subaru protects her with the thug. The club blocks the strike, and she gets annoyed. She's like, you brat again, he bothered me. She retreats after that. Subaru's fine, obviously, if that's good. Then he does a comedy bit where he points in the air, twists his hips a little bit, the Subaru strut as we call it. Then he asks her name, and she's like, I'm Amelia, so now I can stop saying the not Satella bit. And she's like, yeah, I'm Amelia, hi, I'm nice. And then his stomach explodes because the thing actually got cut in half, so he's in trouble. But they healed him though. He's out of the woods. Is that the expression? He's out of the woods. Yeah, he's out of the woods. He's fine. He's gonna live. Amelia says she's gonna take him home, which lucky boy. Felt and Rom are gonna get off scot-free because Reinhard is off duty and he cannot be bothered to do the paperwork. So they're fine. They can get away with it. Amelia is nice to Felt for a bit, and she gives her the insignia back, but Reinhard sees it and then kidnaps Felt after getting a bit of information from her about like her age and stuff. So I don't know what Reinhard's up to. Like, don't make it dodgy. Come on, internet. I know what you're like. But anyway, that was where the episode ended. I know I said I was going to try and rush through this. This has probably been quite long. But anyway, as always, like ReZero, I really like the opening arc, honestly. I think that's not true. I like all of it. What am I saying? I really like ReZero. I'm trying to be like, I'm trying to be objective here, but I just really like it, And that's what we do here. If I like something, I'm going to tell you I like it. Again, I don't think there was anything new out of this this episode, which I wasn't expecting the new stuff until Arc 3, so that's going to be about halfway through. But I'm expecting there to be a decent amount of new stuff. Obviously, there'll be. Well, no, I'm not gonna say because some people might not have read the light novels, so I'm not gonna spoil. As I said, that article on my anime list, I'm unaffiliated with it, but I thought it was a good article, so that's why I'm pointing it, promoting it. It lists the differences for episode 1, and I don't know, they'll do episode 2 at some point. I don't know if they've done it yet, haven't looked. But anyway, let's just end this here because my voice is going, if you couldn't tell. Thank you everybody for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, consider subscribing and liking and commenting and all those other good things. Love hearing what people say. It gives me good stuff. Check out the main channel as well. There's videos over there, like scripted videos and just basically not reviews. This is reviews only, this channel. That's how it works. Daily reviews, obviously, though. There's a thing a day. Great stuff. I will see you next week for another episode of this, probably. Well, no, definitely, but probably Wednesday. It might be a bit later, as I said, but get it when we can. I'll see you then, and bye, guys.